Well, I spent 2 years in Honduras, in America Central, working in kind of the mountainous area on nutrition rehabilitation with a health project. And there I worked with people who were doing teaching, using really liberation theological methods to teach literacy and agriculture and various things. And I became very moved by liberation theology. I really wanted to study theology because I wanted to just plumb the depths of Christian traditions for its wellsprings of moral power and spiritual power to work toward a life where all people can have justice and joy. I saw the impact in the base ecclesial communities, the comunidades de base, when people became aware of the fact that they were beloved people of God and that God wanted a life of wholeness and health for all people, and the extent to which that then motivated and nurtured and encouraged people to struggle for justice for themselves and for others. I think it's really important to walk through life, be you a student, be you a faculty, be you whatever, looking for the hidden impacts of our lives, the hidden injustice that whenever you're in a position of privilege, you don't see. So for a white person, that it's important that I walk through life looking for white privilege, always rearing its head. It's a question of what in any given situation, as you're walking through the day, what is presupposed uncritically to be natural or normal or inevitable or God's will that might in fact just be a social construct. Structural evil it's a very controversial term. And I've had a lot of people say, why did you use that word in your book, or in the title of your book? And I do use it partly to raise attention, resisting structural evil. And maybe describing what I mean by structural evil is most easily done by stories. When I was bringing a delegation of local elected officials from different states and cities around the country to Mexico, and we were meeting with a strawberry picker, a woman who picks strawberries. She said, "Our children go hungry because this land grows strawberries for your tables, and it should be growing corn and beans for our children." The fact that when I go to the grocery store, my food is rendering certain other people horribly exploited is an example of structural evil. I don't want to hurt other people. None of the kind, caring, good Americans that go to the grocery store want to be hurting other people. And yet, that's an example of that. That our lives are wound up in those kinds of structures that hurt other people in order to provide what we have, even though we might want our lives to be serving the good. That's what I mean by structural evil. I really feel strongly that it's immoral to ask people to look at and be aware of structural evil unless you're also going to ask people or enable people to see the ways to change it. I like to think about change on 4 levels. That is, one of them is lifestyle. Let me say differently, households and individuals, the way our lifestyle changes. Secondly is institutions, like Seattle University, institutions of civil society. The third is the corporate level, that the nature of business, and particularly the nature of large business, can change radically, dramatically. Business can play a tremendous role in moving towards a more just and sustainable economy. And the fourth level is governance, public policy. So to me, it's so helpful to see the links between those. So when people make lifestyle changes, that can be moving towards public policy changes and corporate changes. All of these 4 dance together. It's quite a challenge for both the student and the faculty populations to work together to uncover what we need to uncover in terms of abilities and motivations and wisdom to get to a good future.